The Lady of the Lake. Merlin led Arthur deeper and deeper into thick forest. Then plunging down into a hidden valley as the moon rose, they came upon a strange lake. "Where are we?" said Arthur. "A place of old magic, Arthur, the Lake of Avalon. We seek its guardian, Nimue, the Lady of the Lake, and the treasure she holds, the sword Excalibur. No one can resist its blow. It is yours to serve your new kingdom." Arthur stood on the shore. "Tell her you have come," said Merlin. "I am Arthur, King of England," he shouted. "I seek the sword Excalibur." The glassy surface of the lake rippled. Something rose from the water. The point of a blade broke the surface. Then the blade glinted in the moonlight. Then the hilt emerged, grasped by a woman's hand. A woman dressed in flowing green appeared beside them. It was Nimue, the Lady of the Lake. "I have watched over Excalibur for a long time, Arthur," she said softly. "Now it awaits you. Use it wisely while you have it. Never be parted from it. Guard it as you would your own life. There are those who would use its power for evil." She pointed to a barge which had appeared from nowhere. "Enter in this boat, take Excalibur, and be worthy." Arthur stepped aboard and sat amongst the cushions scattered in it. The boat glided silently over the water. At the raised arm it paused, and Arthur reached for the blade. Merlin stood alone on the shore. The Lady of the Lake had disappeared. But now the sorcerer held a scabbard in his hand. Arthur slid the sword into the scabbard and buckled a belt round his waist. "So now you have Excalibur, Arthur. Which do you prefer, the blade or the scabbard?" Merlin asked. "The sword, of course," he said. "Then you are wrong. The scabbard is worth 10 times more. Whoever wears it can come to no harm. No wound can kill you, no potion poison you. However many you strike down with Excalibur, the scabbard will keep you safe. But look at the blade, read what is written there. 'Keep me.' Now turn it over," the sorcerer said. "Throw me away. What does that mean?" "Excalibur is not yours forever, Arthur. Only for your lifetime. When death comes for you, you must make your way back here again and cast the sword into the water, back into the keeping of the Lady of the Lake." This time they took a different route to Camelot, but Merlin seemed to know the way through. And then, as they came near to Camelot, Arthur found he was alone. "What harm could I come to now? I have Excalibur and the scabbard," he said, and made camp. The crackle of the fire made Arthur drowsy. Soon he would see Guinevere again. He could almost hear her harp strumming. She might have been there in front of him. The sound was so clear, and then suddenly it seemed she was as lovely as ever. "Arthur," she said, kneeling on the ground beside him. "Where have you been, my love?" She bent to kiss him. Beside them, the fire burned low, untended. Arthur was falling asleep when his hand brushed the smooth hilt of Excalibur, and as clear as a hunting horn on a frosty day, its power sang out in his mind. The woman was not Guinevere. This was enchantment. Her hair was thick, black, snaky strands tangling, binding him. Her kiss was sucking at his strength. Arthur struggled to escape. He dragged himself to his feet, swinging Excalibur round him. Too late. Morgana and her sisters were beyond its reach. But out of the darkness came a sound terrible enough to freeze a man's blood. Once before he had heard it, but now it was 3 times as evil. Morgana le Fay, with her weird sisters, stepped out of the darkness. Morgana was clutching Excalibur's scabbard. "Without this, Arthur," she cackled, "you will bleed as an immortal. I shall stand over you one day, as you bleed your life-blood. Then your kingdom will be my kingdom." With that, the weird sisters disappeared. Then Arthur fell like a dead man to the ground.